Welcome welcome to today's recap, review, and rating of See You in My 19th Life and
Kingdom episode 9 and 10.
Yeah, we are your hosts. I'm Joy
and Victoria here.
So I am taking today See You in My 19th Life, and this is the wonderful recap of it. Ji-eum, after confessing to Seo Ha, that is who she is, she gave him a task to accomplish in order for him to understand her to the fullest. Min-ji is desperate for Ji-eum to touch the bells again. You understand? So that she will know what is really happening to her. Seo Ha was disturbed by Ji-eum's revelations. When he went home, he found that key to the bus. As she said, they went to his father's house. Ji-won gave him as his birthday gift when he was 10. But he was distracted by his uncle that just came into the scene. Ji-won rejected Cho Won again after she displayed love for him. His reason for that was that he doesn't want people to talk about him. He is mentally defeated. Seo Ha finally opened the box that Ji-won gave to him. He found Ji-won's little book in it. He read it and the letter Ji-eum gave to him. He found that he found her at the amusement park later on, and they actually came open with the truth. He accepted everything she was telling him. Now, Seo Ha got a confession from his uncle later when he met him. Ji-eum finally remembered her first life at the fireworks bridge with Seo Ha. Later on, that is episode 10 now, Seo Ha finally asked Ji-eum to date him, and she agreed to it. Ji-eum confesses remembering her first life. Seo Ha and Ji-eum took a trip outside the city of Seoul. Ji-eum was informed by Min-ji of Miss Kim being unconscious and hospitalized. When Seo Ha returned home from the hospital, he found a box of evidence against Miss Jang, that is CEO of MI Hotel, on corruption. Seo Ha confronted her with that said evidence and promised to get her prosecuted. Chairman Myun, on that same instant, walked in with the board of directors, and they dismissed Miss Jang from her position. Min-ji finally told Ji-eum the reason behind Miss Kim's sickness. She was advised to remember her first life in full in order to resolve the issues behind her remembering of her past lives, in order to help her to have peace. Ji-eum finally remembers her first life, and it was so tragic. So that is where she remembering her first life. That is where episode 9 and 10 came to an end. Now we are going to our review of the said drama. So let me ask you this: will knowing the past change Ji-eum her interest in the drama?
No. I think
it doesn't have the power.
Love conquers everything. But we wouldn't know what made that incident happen in the past. So I think they will tell us in the upcoming episode, I believe.
Yes. Why isn't Ji-eum afraid of the consequences of telling the truth or associating with people for her part? I believe she knows a little bit about it.
I don't perceive that she knows. Maybe she might know a little bit, like you might say, but I don't think she knows the full consequences
until the guy told her, right?
Yes.
In gym.
That's why she speedily touched the bell.
So my question now is, what is Do-yoon really hiding? This Do-yoon guy, the secretary of Seo Ha.
Do-yoon is insecure. I perceive into her little bit revelation of the past, but not the full blown like this. And I think he's holding grudges or might be jealous. I don't know.
Me, I believe he remembers. I believe
yes,
Doju remember.
Yes, I think
Doju know what he did to Cho Won. because it's deeper. I say, well, me, I just believe the guy is inferior or mentally defeated. Also, there is also the school of that.
It's not about inferiority. I'm talking about. He's holding grudges.
It's more than grudge. It's more than
grudge can make you do things you don't want to do. You understand?
To me, it's more than grudge.
It's not about his personal this thing. I think it's grudge to me.
To me, it's more than grudge. That guy is psychologically, that mentally defeated somehow. He needs somebody to, to prop him up and tell him it's okay. So next, is it high time these ladies let the men chase after them? Seriously, let the men do the lead work in their relationship.
I don't know, maybe this is 21st century love. I still go with the old school way.
Yeah, it's romantic.
I mean, men ought to chase women, not women. It makes this show less.
It makes it drag.
Yes, less appreciative.
Yes, because you don't see the effort, you don't see the love, you don't see the no, you don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
Yes,
I don't get it.
See, so the next question I have for you is, who do you think is Min-jin? Can Min-jin guy?
Min-jin is, I think it's a demigod.
A deity.
Yeah, a deity if you can, because he's there to settle disputes.
Or him too, he's like in punishment, he has to solve some problem in order to be released.
No, he solved quite alright. He solved
So Ha's mom.
Exactly. But I think but if you check her first life, he was there.
He is always there.
Then I'm saying this guy looks like a demigod.
Okay.
A god that solves disputes. That in case when somebody always having.
Who do you think Min-ji is? Please add it in the comment box. Now, let's go. Could Ji-eum separate Seo Ha from the past guy, that guy that killed her sister, or could she forgive him and remember? Can her love overcome this, because she was vowing to kill him? Or is she just in a trance?
She's in a trance, actually.
She can separate both of them.
Yeah, she can work with that. Like I said initially, love conquers so many things. You wouldn't know what prompts that incident that happened before. I think they are either like shaman, because it was not about we cannot stop worshiping them, we cannot stop sacrificing to them. I think maybe that time they tend to cut off witches. I think they are witches or something like that. Because they are shaman. Exactly what I'm saying. So it's
like
about
Nigeria, you say
religion.
Babalawo.
Yes, it's about religion. So I mean, even the good book says, the Bible says, love is bigger than everything. I think with time, if they could settle and hash their differences, they will settle it. So
now, how do you see Seo Ha handling of Miss Jant, her corruption?
Wow, that was cool.
He handled it well, but with a help from his mom. No, you got to give him.
Yes,
that.
His mom did great things for him.
Yes,
he did. He handled it very, very well.
Yeah. So now we are going down to rating. How do you rate episode 9 and 10?
Episode 9 and 10, I give them BB. Yes. They did impress me this time.
Okay.
But just the only part that it's just the women chasing after men. I don't really find.
So I give episode 7 a C and episode 9 a C and episode 10 a B. Just as I said, because episode 10 actually brought the story.
Yes.
He actually revealed things. He moved on. So now to our conclusion. Before we thank you for joining us. You understand, we want to know your own rating of episode 9 and 10. Add it in the comment box. We have to do a shout out to Ishat Khan. He joined us live last week. We thank you for joining us last week live. And we thank others for joining us now. Thank you for joining us. So this is where I have to.
But before we go, I need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes,
our TikTok, our Facebook, then our Instagram,
and
our Twitter.
We are on Twitter. You can catch it at Joy&Victoria T. Yeah, we are going to actually change that. You understand? So, but well, for that is what we are working with now.
Rebrand.
Yeah, we rebrand. So this is where we end the review, recap, and rating of See You in 19th Life.
Yes, thank you.